When Donald Trump launched his presidential campaign in 2015, few anticipated the seismic shift it would create in American politics. The Make America Great Again, MAGA movement, became more than a slogan. It evolved into a political force, reshaping the Republican Party and redefining the nation's political discourse. But as Trump's tenure continues to generate debate, speculation looms over what happens next. What does the future hold for MAGA after Trump? And how will it adapt without its central figure? The roots of MAGA, a movement born of discontent. To understand what comes next, it's essential to trace the roots of MAGA. The movement emerged as a response to widespread dissatisfaction with the political establishment. Economic dislocation, cultural anxieties, and a growing sense of alienation among working and middle-class Americans created fertile ground for Trump's populist message. His unfiltered rhetoric, outsider persona, and promises to disrupt the status quo galvanized a coalition that included disenchanted conservatives, blue-collar Democrats, and rural voters. MAGA became synonymous with nationalism, economic protectionism, and a hardline stance on immigration. It celebrated America First policies, prioritizing U.S. interests in trade, defense, and diplomacy. But it also polarized the nation, attracting criticism for its divisive rhetoric and exclusionary undertones. Trump's influence, a cult of personality. One of the defining characteristics of MAGA is its reliance on Trump as a charismatic leader. His larger-than-life persona, amplified by a mastery of media manipulation and a willingness to challenge traditional norms, became the glue that held the movement together. Trump's ability to energize his base through rallies, social media, and provocative statements solidified his role as the movement's linchpin. This cult of personality poses a critical question for MAGA's future. Can it survive without Trump? Movements that rely heavily on a singular leader often struggle to maintain cohesion when that leader steps aside. As Trump ages and faces increasing legal and political challenges, the transition to a post-Trump era becomes inevitable. Potential MAGA successors. Who will carry the torch? Several figures within the Republican Party have emerged as potential successors to Trump's MAGA mantle. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, with his combative style and culture war focus, has been touted as a natural heir. Other names, such as Senators Josh Hawley and Tom Cotton, have also aligned themselves with MAGA themes. However, none have yet demonstrated the same magnetic appeal or ability to dominate headlines as Trump. The challenge for any successor lies in balancing continuity with innovation. They must maintain the movement's core principles while adapting to changing political dynamics and addressing the weaknesses that emerged during Trump's tenure. This includes expanding the movement's appeal to suburban and minority voters, groups that were often alienated by Trump's rhetoric. The ideological evolution of MAGA. As MAGA moves beyond its originator, its ideology is likely to evolve. While its core tenets, nationalism, populism, and anti-establishment fervor will remain, new priorities may emerge. Climate change, technology, and education are areas where MAGA has yet to articulate a coherent vision, but could gain traction in the coming years. Additionally, the movement may face internal divisions. Some factions may push for a more inclusive, less combative version of MAGA, while others double down on its original hardline stances. These ideological battles will shape the movement's trajectory and its ability to remain a dominant force in American politics. The role of media and grassroots activism. MAGA's success has been deeply intertwined with media dynamics, particularly the rise of alternative platforms like Fox News, Newsmax, and social media channels. These platforms amplified Trump's message and created a sense of community among his supporters. In the post-Trump era, media will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the movement's identity and messaging. Grassroots activism, another pillar of MAGA's strength, will also be pivotal. From local school board elections to statewide campaigns, MAGA supporters have demonstrated their ability to organize and mobilize. This decentralized activism ensures that the movement retains influence even without a singular leader at the national level. Challenges ahead. Can MAGA endure? Despite its successes, MAGA faces significant challenges. The movement's polarizing nature has alienated many moderate and independent voters, making it difficult to build a broad coalition. Additionally, demographic shifts, including a younger, more diverse electorate, could erode its base of support over time. The Republican Party itself may pose another obstacle. While MAGA has reshaped the party, not all Republicans embrace its populist ethos. Traditional conservatives may seek to reclaim the party's identity, leading to potential conflicts and fractures within the GOP. Finally, MAGA's future depends on its ability to address substantive policy issues, rather than relying solely on cultural grievances and personality-driven politics. Without a clear and forward-looking agenda, the movement risks stagnation. Conclusion: a movement at a crossroad. The evolution of MAGA will be one of the most fascinating political stories of the coming decades. As the movement transitions to a post-Trump era, it must confront fundamental questions about leadership, ideology, and its place in American politics. Will MAGA remain a potent force, adapting to new challenges and broadening its appeal? Or will it fade into history as a phenomenon tied to one man's presidency? What comes after Trump is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The legacy of MAGA will continue to shape the political landscape for years to come. For its supporters and critics alike, the movement's next chapter is one to watch in.